and she will actually be on the call. I think she's having a problem with her audio, but hopefully she'll come through. So we'll be tackling issues and discussing about health, and just looking at how can we become healthier. And for the guest on the call, I'll also be tackling a little bit about what this opportunity of Neolife is all about, and how it came to be for me. So without further ado, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Fred Gichuki. Fred joined the company of Neolife a while back. I joined it when I was in my 20s. And by the time I joined, I was not joining because of health, because I was not sick. I was joining because I needed money. And a stranger came and offered me this opportunity. I joined immediately. But the first benefit I got was actually in terms of health, because my parents were suffering from ulcers from my dad, and my mom was also suffering from high blood pressure. And I put them on the Neolife products. At first, they were a bit skeptical, but with time, they started consuming the products. And what happened is that it reached a point whereby my mom was taken off medicine by the doctor. I always like saying this, and this is a disclaimer even as we start, that we are not doctors and we don't tell you to stop taking medicine. So if you are on medication, you need to continue with your medication,
Can't
but
hear.
also supplement. Pardon? You can't hear me?
Oh, now I'm hearing. I'm hearing.
Okay. So we say you need to continue with the doctor's prescription, but also supplement, because supplementation will actually strengthen the body so that the body can be able to protect itself from disease, and also be able to fight any disease that you may have. But you don't just take yourself off medication prematurely because you've started supplementation. That's a wrong approach, because what you deal with are not medicine. So my parents used the products, and they were sorted out. In fact, the other day I had traveled up country and I found my dad taking a whole jerrycan of 5 liters of sour milk. And for those who have ever had anything to do with ulcers or had a patient with ulcers, you know that that's a no-no. You cannot take sour milk or sour anything when you have ulcers. Today he eats everything. He can eat githeri, he can eat sukuma wiki, things that you not have eaten before. So my first benefit to this business was health. And that is what gave me so much confidence to now go out and talk to people about this business, and about, more importantly, about the Neolife products. And that's where my journey started. The money came later. It took me about 7 months to become a director in Neolife. Director means that I was earning in excess of 30K. Now, that time directors were not earning as much as now. Now you have directors earning 90,000, 100,000. But then my check of 30K was actually very powerful for me because my salary was not much. So that was like 3 times my pay. And I was very, very excited with that kind of money, especially because it was part-time. It was something that I was doing in my free time, and I was investing 2 to 3 hours in a day, and it was giving me those kinds of returns. I focused on the business. I did it very seriously, became a world team member. World team member means you've developed other directors under you. And as a world team member, my check now went to 6 figures. And that was great for me. Then I also started traveling. I'd never been in a plane. But courtesy of Neolife, I got my first plane ride, got into a plane, 4.5 hours later, we were in Joburg, South Africa. And I remember traveling with Anyang Nyong and Kiraitu Murungi, incidentally, who also do this business. So since then, I've been able to travel. I've been to America twice, Mexico, Mauritius, many places. I've been abroad more than 20 times, courtesy of Neolife. And I always encourage guests who are here on the call that even you, it can happen for you. You can create a better story than even mine. And we are here to support you. We are here to help you so that you can also experience what you have experienced and more as far as Neolife is concerned, because Neolife is a great, great opportunity which is open to all, and everybody can actually participate and change their lives. Apart from the travel, I've done many things, investments, properties, courtesy of Neolife. Now, what excites me today is that I am able to help somebody else to experience that kind of lifestyle. If you think about it, there are not many opportunities out there that can actually, you can take somebody, show him an opportunity and change his lives. I remember getting a parking boy from the street, somebody who has never been to school, and I introduced him to Neolife. In 6 months, he was earning over 30K. In 1 year, he was earning about 50K. And this is a guy who is illiterate. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. So I can tell you Neolife is a fantastic opportunity if you just want to empower people, make a positive difference in people's lives. For me, that is my goal, to make a positive difference in the lives of people. Now, however, today I'm not here to talk about the opportunity mostly. First off, I want us to talk about health, and I'm going to quickly get into the health bit right now, just to share with you and show you what is our basic health. And for the distributors, as I go through the slides that I'm going to go through, just bear in mind that this is a very simple presentation that you can just follow. If you have a pen and paper, you can write it down, you can copy, and you can copy it, and so that if you sit in front of somebody, you can reproduce the same. Don't be phased so much about the pictures and all that. Just look at the flow of how the presentation goes, because in our business, we like empowering you so that you can also become a teacher. And if you learn the flow of this giving a health talk, you can then give this health talk anywhere, any place. If you need to do it on Zoom, we have the slides. We can share them with you. You can do the presentation so long as you have a phone or a smartphone or a laptop. You can use this presentation. So as I do the presentation, just have that at the back of your mind. Try and see yourself doing this presentation, and then ask yourself a very important question: where can I do it? Which audience? You can do it on Facebook, you can do it on Instagram. I mean, there are many places you can do this, YouTube. There are many places you can do this presentation and change people's lives and pass on information to other people. So we are going to look at health. And I'll quickly just do a screen share here so that we can talk about health. Now, I can see some leaders in the audience. Patricia, are you there?
Yes, Fred, I am here.
Let me make you the host, because when I'm doing the presentation, yes, I may not be able to let people in.
That's okay.
So let me make you the host, because now then it will be hard for me to control this.
That's okay.
Okay, so that is done. So from what you can see on the screen, I hope you can see my screen. Can you?
Yes, Fred, your screen is quite clear. Go ahead.
So we say that the greatest wealth is your health. And that's a very, very important statement because you find that the people discover this when they actually run around, they make a lot of money and then they fall sick. Then you have to sell all your properties and rush out there, go to India to seek medication. And that's why we say your greatest wealth is your health. When you're healthy, then you can make your money and keep it. Now, when we come to health, and when we are talking about health, then we look at what the World Health Organization talks about the trends. And there's a prediction that was made that by the year 2020, by the World Health Organization, out of every 4 deaths, 3 will be actually because of a lifestyle condition. And by lifestyle condition, we are talking about heart disease, we are talking about cancer, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory disease, obesity. These are some of the challenges or health challenges that are plaguing people in this day and age. And you can see that right there, we are talking about heart disease, cancer, lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's, diabetes, kidney problems, and the like. Now, there are 3 things that you need to consider. And for the distributors, this is where I would really like you to pay some attention to the flow of the presentation so that you can be able to reproduce these even when you sit down one-on-one with somebody. The first thing you need to do, of course, is exercise. You need to exercise at least 20 minutes just to check your BMI. And maybe I can share something here which I found very, very exciting. For a very long time, my sister was telling me, Fred, you need to start walking. You need to start walking. And it's only until recently that I met another medic who was sharing about the importance of taking 10,000 steps every day. And he was saying that 10,000 steps will boost your immunity and you cannot be susceptible to COVID and other conditions when you're doing over 10,000 points. And it really got me thinking to a point whereby I now started doing the steps. And now every day I'm doing steps. I do 6,000 today, I did 7,000 steps. And guys, it is fun. Just walking, if you can do it at high speed, it's very, very important. It actually helps your blood to move faster. It's very enjoyable and it's exercise that you can do. The other important thing is rest. We say you need to sleep 6 to 8 hours every day. And it's supposed to be good quality sleep, not sleeping and you're wondering, where did my money go and all these things. So you have to get some good quality sleep. Now, it differs from different people. For me, I know I need about 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. Some people need slightly more, some people slightly less. But then when it comes to diet, your food can either make or break you because food is something that the choices you make of food will determine so many things about your life. And there's something we call a BMI, body mass index. And here we talk about how do you calculate BMI. Now, it may be a bit technical for you, but it's basically your weight in kilos and your height. You divide the two and you get your BMI. And it shows you there what is the healthy BMI. If you're 18.5 in your BMI, then you're underweight. If you're 18.5.9, you have the normal weight. 25 to 29, then you're actually overweight. And 30 to 39, you have actually obesity, and morbid obesity follows there. Now, it's important to check this because sometimes you might think that you're doing so well, but when you come right down to it, you find that actually you're in trouble. I remember, it's important to know your statistics. I remember a doctor who came to talk to us, and he was a slim guy, and he knew that and then he went to check his cholesterol, very slim guy, and he found that his cholesterol was he could not believe it, yet he was so slim. But you see, he loved eating mbuzi choma. And mbuzi, for your information, has more oil than beef. So when you take mbuzi, then you're bound to actually get a lot of cholesterol in. So that's why I'm saying that make sure you know your statistics very well, know your BMI. In town, there's this machine where you pay 20 shillings and insist they give you a receipt, it will tell you your BMI. If they don't have a receipt, don't do it because you won't get to know your BMI. So you can stand there and they are very, very accurate. Another thing you can do, you can get a pedometer on your phone. You can download the app if you don't have it, and it will monitor your steps of the day. Remember, we have said it's good to make up to 10,000 steps every day to ensure that your immunity is on point. It will also give you your BMI. It has so many other statistics it's going to give you. So let's look at your health. How should your health be? Your health should be, you should be in the vibrant zone for the rest of your life. You should be 100% for actually all your life. But is that the way it is? When a kid is born, they are very, very vibrant. But as time goes by, what happens? You find that the graph for the normal person of today is actually a very disheartening graph, because you find that we start from the vibrant and we go straight down to sick and tired. And you find that at the end of the day, by the time you are 30 years, you're already in the sick, you're in the tired zone. By the time you are 40, you're already in the sick zone. And life does not have to be that way. When I was employed, I used to see Wazungus. By the age of 80, they were so vibrant and so energetic. Their memory was on point. They're able to remember things. You could not lie to them. You could not, even if you remain with their change, a week later, he tells you, you remained with my change. And the guy is over 80 years of age. And I used to wonder, what do these people do? But I realized every time during breakfast, they would have a serviette with some tablets. So me, I thought these people are so sick. They're about to die, all of them. Until I got into Neo Life, then I realized that what they were taking was not medicine, but supplementation. And I realized the benefits of supplements, because Europeans, you find that when he's 80 and above, now he becomes a missionary. He starts coming to Kenya to help the Kenyans, yeah? For us, when you reach the age of 55, some people give you a hint that you need to actually find a way to go back, to go up country to take care of cattle. Yeah, they say kazi yako imeisha. So let's look at some dietary facts. 95% of the food that we eat lacks nutrients. Yeah, 75% of people deliberately consume the incorrect foods. Yeah? These are very, very scary statistics. And as we go along, you'll see how that happens. If you look at what we eat today, the example of bread, the white bread that we eat doesn't have any kind of nutrients. Actually, it's dead. There's nothing there. And when you take it, a lot of it, it can even give you diabetes, because there's no grain, there's no fiber, there's nothing. Yeah. And the reason why they've done it like that is to increase the shelf life. Now, when you're eating a lot of junk food, what happens to you? Because you see, I always say this, you should not use your own money to kill yourself. That's crazy. Imagine using your own money to kill yourself. But that's what we do on a daily basis. You take pizzas, burgers, all these things. And if you do it in moderation, once in a while, that's okay. But you find that for many of us, it's a daily affair, that every day you're eating one or the other junk food. And at the end of the day, you find that you have problems. And some of the problems that you attract to your body when you eat junk food, the excess calories, sugar spiking, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, bloating, puffiness, short of breath, depression, dental distress, headaches, I mean, high cholesterol levels. These are some of the things that directly come as a result of poor diet. Right now, we're having a problem whereby most young people are not able to conceive. And the reason why they are not able to conceive is basically because of the diet. They eat a lot of broiler chicken and all these things. And what happens at the end of the day? Conceiving becomes a problem because the hormones are haywire. They're so haywire that you cannot even conceive. Now, how should we be eating? According to WHO, this is the healthy food pyramid. And for the distributors, especially the new one, this is the most important thing that you can tell a new prospect that you're trailing about the importance of supplementation. And it helps you to create the gap between what you should be eating and what you should not be eating. You can see the triangle there. At the base there, we have the whole grains. Then we have fruits and vegetables. Then we have the proteins, and then we have the fats and sugars. Now, realize that the whole grains are actually, they occupy the biggest part of the pyramid. And it's for a reason, because your body needs a lot of lipids and sterols, which enables your cells to function properly. As you move up, the next thing that you need are fruits and vegetables. Yes, I can't hear you.
Fred, slides zako
Yes.
hazimove. Your slides are not moving.
They're not moving.
Yes, please take us through the
Where are you
slides.
stuck?
We are not seeing the pyramid.
You're not seeing the pyramid?
Fred, what we
Okay.
can see is the greatest wealth is your health.
Yes.
So kindly move to the next slide.
Okay.
About the food pyramid.
Hang on a minute. Let me share the screen again. I think there's a problem with the screen share. Can you see, is there a difference now?
Not yet.
Not
Kindly
yet.
enable editing. Right, enable editing.
Okay, just a minute. Where are you? Can you see it now?
No,
Can you see the screen now?
we are seeing you.
No.
You're seeing me?
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet, okay. Hang on a minute.
It just came on.
It came on now.
And it has gone off again.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
Not yet, Fred. Night has come.
Yeah.
Night has come. So we are talking about, you can see chronic diseases,
yes,
heart disease, cancer,
Yes.
diabetes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So let me just try
Thank
and see where I am at. So we were there, we had looked at exercise, rest, and diet, and the importance of that. And I'd shared about that you need to exercise at least 3 times a week, do 10,000 steps every day or more if you can. Then sleep at least 6 to 8 hours in a day, very important. And then eat a good diet. And that's why we are saying food can either make or break us. We have talked about BMI, how to have the right BMI and what the right BMI is all about. Then we had talked about the graph, that you need to be in the vibrant zone all your life, and it is possible. There are people who have done it. You just need to talk to the Chinese and you'll realize that people can actually live in the vibrant zone all their lives. Then you find we looked at the current situation amongst the common mwananchi is that you start on the vibrant zone, you get into the tired and the sick, and many of us finish off in the sick zone. But you're saying that that doesn't have to go that way. Then we looked at dietary facts. 95% lack nutrients, our food lacks nutrients. Then 75% deliberately consume the incorrect foods. Then we looked at the diet, like the bread that you're seeing there. White bread doesn't have any nutrients. It's actually empty calories. It actually gives you a sugar spike, yeah? Then we looked at some of the side effects of eating junk food, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, bloating, puffiness, and the like. Moving on there, we look at, now this is where we were talking about the healthy food pyramid. And this food pyramid was given to us by WHO. It's not Neolife that came up with it, this is WHO. And we said at the bottom of the pyramid is whole grains. You need to take a lot of whole grains. Then you need to take at least 9 different types of fresh fruits and vegetables. Very little proteins. And if it's your chicken, it's kienyeji. If it's your, or fish, those are the ones where you are safe. But now when you go with beef has issues. It has too many antibiotics, and that's why you cannot even export it abroad. Same for our milk. So that should be taken in moderation. Then fats and sugars, you take very, very little. A teaspoon a day of sugar, a teaspoon a day of fat should actually do the trick for you. That's how you're supposed to eat. But the reality is we eat the other way around. We have actually turned the pyramid upside down. We eat more of junk foods than anything else. We eat a lot of meat, nyama choma, kila siku. Actually, most people stop eating meat when the pocket cannot allow. But as far as the pocket is concerned, the pocket is okay, meat is a daily affair. In fact, this is the way that people eat in the month. You eat a lot of junks, pizzas at the end of the month. Like right now, people are eating the top of the pyramid and the second part, meat and all that. But as the month progresses, then you start remembering that you need to eat vegetables because now you don't have money. Yeah. So you start eating grains and you start eating skuma wiki. And that's why skuma wiki came up and they said, skuma wiki, you are pushing the weak. Yeah. But you realize that when you eat like this, you're actually asking for trouble because you are going to end up with some of those diseases that you're talking about. You can see that guy there hammering a burger, hammering a soda and chips. Once in a while, it's good. But if you make it a daily affair, then you're asking for trouble. So what can you do? What can you do to actually turn this pyramid the right side up? And that is when Neolife comes in to give you a solution. We have what we call the scientific report. These are scientists that ensure the products of Neolife are safe. They are led by the Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Ada Fast. And this gives us a lot of confidence. When you talk to any prospect, when you talk to any customer about Neolife products, you know you're offering him the best. Dr. Ada Fast is a man who actually invented oral chemotherapy for the treatment of cancer. And then he said, instead of waiting for people to fall sick, why can't I produce supplements that will prevent people from falling sick in the first place? He put together a board of scientists, and together they have actually formulated our products. And that's why our products have that emblem, SAB. We even give you a money back guarantee on the Neolife products. Now, when you come to turning the pyramid upside down, there's one product that you can take which can immediately turn your pyramid up, and that is a product we call Pro Vitality. Pro Vitality has TNN, it has multi, it has omega salmon, it has carotenoid complex, which is an immunity booster. And when you take this, you find that you're eating the pyramid the right side up. You've actually turned it the other way. Now, you find that most Europeans don't have a very good diet, but they supplement from birth. And that's why you find that in Europe, they have a problem of too many old people. They don't die, you know, because they're very, very healthy. And part of that is basically because of a good medical system and also supplementation from the word go. Now, this particular diagram just explains a little bit about how Pro Vitality works for us. And you can see there, this is a 6 cell. Nutrients are not getting in, waste is not getting out, and toxins accumulate. That is when you've turned your pyramid upside down. Now, this is a healthy cell. If your pyramid is the right way up, then you find that your cell has enough lipids, nutrients are able to get in, waste is able to get out. And you find that one of the things that happens, many people, when they get into a matatu, the first thing they do is they sleep. Because when they sleep, I mean, they're tired. They've spent the whole night sleeping. but they still want to sleep when they get into a matatu or even in a meeting. Somebody gets in and immediately just starts dozing off because his body is tired, his cells are tired. And that's why we are saying, take Pro Vitality Plus, and you'll be able to get your cells very energetic and you'll feel a lot of energy. I remember one of my clients, he's a former ambassador, he bought Pro Vitality Plus. And this guy, within a week, he called me and he said, Fred, I don't know what this thing is, but I'm so energetic. I can't believe it. He even looks younger because of, he's been taking it now, I think 2 months. He looks much younger right now after taking Pro Vitality. So this is a product that is a must for all of us. It's usually an introductory product, but other than that, now the breakdown of the products that are in Pro Vitality and that you can also purchase them separately. The first one is 3NN, which enables your cells to function properly. For any program that I give, 3NN has to be there because if the cells are not functioning properly, then it means that even if you take all the nutrients, they'll go to waste. So 3NN is number one. Then we do have carotenoid complex. When it's made from 18 different types of fruits and vegetables. Carotenoid complex boosts your immunity. If you take it for 30 days, it boosts your immunity by, sorry, if you take it for 20 days, it boosts your immunity by more than 37%. So you find that on average, you have about a 60% immunity. So when you add 37%, you have a 97% immunity. That means things like cancer, and other health challenges will not be able to affect you. The other product there is omega-3 salmon. These are very, very important products for various reasons. One of the things about omega-3 is that it lowers inflammation by about 68%. Now, disease is actually inflammation. And when you're able to lower inflammation in your body, then you're able to live a long and healthy life. For joints, for muscle ache, for arthritis pains, for migraines, for cholesterol and all that, omega-3 salmon will do a wonderful job. Right now, kids are going into exams. You need to consider taking omega-3, buying your kid omega-3 and 3NN and carotenoid plus mind enhancement, and you'll see the results of that kid will actually improve. Now, so these are basic products of Neolife that can actually make a difference for somebody who is starting off. However, Neolife does not just focus on food supplements. We have other products. For example, we have a skincare range, which is natural and organic. We call it Nutrients Organic. And the reason why we focus on skin is because anything you apply on the skin will actually end up into your bloodstream, and it might cause other problems, kidney failure and all that. And that's why we give you something organic and natural that doesn't have any chemical. And some of the products which are here, which are quite amazing, are like the Instalift eye gel that you apply around the eye zone region. And when you use Instalift eye gel, within 15 seconds, you see wrinkles disappearing on your eye zone. Quite amazing. Then you have the Rich Revitalizing Cream. It reduces fine lines and wrinkles by 1% every day. So if you use it for 30 days, you become younger. So if you're looking for something that can make you look younger, look no further. We have our Nutrients Organic skincare range. Now we have a wide array of supplements to deal with various conditions, and I'm going to come to the various conditions just now. And these are some of the issues that you're able to sort out as far as our supplements are concerned, whether they are weight issues. We have a weight management program. Once in a while, I take it up myself when I feel like my middle section has become too big. My sister educated me and told me that if a man's belly is too big, then it means that you're getting closer to other problems like diabetes, prostate issues, and the like. So I always strive to ensure that my midsection is not becoming too big. In fact, I remember Dr. Fatma shared with us and told others that any weight that is above the waist going up is not good weight, but any weight from the waist going down is good weight, yeah? So weight management is important. Then memory, sharper mind, that's also something that is very, very important, especially right now when people are going for exams. Heart health. Heart health is important because the first symptoms of a heart problem, sometimes, unfortunately, for most people, becomes the last. Then men's and women's health, energy and fitness, bone and joint health, digestive health, immunity, children's health, and we also have a home care range. So these are some of the solutions that are available from Neolife as far as our products are concerned. Now, I'll not, it would be unfair for me to end that session without going back to where we started. And where we started is that I was sharing my story and saying that I joined Neolife. I became a distributor, not because I was sick. I was not sick health-wise. I was sick in the pocket. Nilikuwa na shida ya pesa. And I registered with Neolife, became a distributor. I'm not a medic by profession. So anything that I've presented, you can also present. In fact, I'm a hotel manager, stroke cook, stroke waiter, stroke receptionist. Nothing to do with being a medic. So I don't feel intimidated that this is how will I be able to do this. You'll be trained. But I just want to challenge the guests in the audience that this is a fantastic opportunity. You can either get in and start using products, be healthy. You can become a distributor, start building a business, and there's good money in your life. I can tell you that for a fact. My first check from Neolife was 300 shillings. The highest check I've ever gotten from Neolife was actually $13,000. So there's good money in your life. If you're looking for money and if you're looking for a side hustle, it's not even become easier. The other day I sent a gentleman a link in Abu Dhabi. He joined my business in Uganda. I mean, that's how it is. It's actually become quite easy. And now he's growing a business in Abu Dhabi. So you can actually build an international business, not just a local business, but international business. And if you're looking for that, then you're in the right place. But if you're looking for healthy products, if you want to be healthier, then you also are the right place. And we are going to just get into it right now. I just want to share a little bit. I want to give some programs because and the thing that motivated me to do this session is because I get a lot of people calling me and asking me, Fred, what do I give for this? Fred, what do I give for that? So I said, why don't I do a session whereby I cover some of the main challenges that people go through and the products that you recommend for each, so that people can also be able to, you can be able to recommend to your people. But before I do that, I don't know that Lucy, you're in a position to just briefly share your story, how you joined Neolife, and some of the what you have seen as a result of either using Neolife product or administering. Lucy is my sister. She's in Germany, and she's a medic. That's what she actually does. She's been in Neolife for the longest. So Lucy, if you can unmute yourself and just briefly share. Please unmute yourself. We can't hear you, Lucy.
You're the one who muted me. Oh, hold on. It's confusing.
Now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Now my
I can
name
hear
is...
you, Lucy, and I can see you.
Huh? Hello.
I can see you and I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Oh. Okay, my name is Lucy Gichuki. Well, I'm a medic, but right now I'm in Germany. Now I entered this opportunity because I had problems of allergy. At the same time, I had a problem with nilikuwa na shida ya pesa. So my major aim was to improve my health and also improve the health of my pocket. Now I was able to improve my health by using the products that, most of the products that are mentioned here, because I've used them for quite some time. And another aspect I got that I was able to make very good friends through the opportunity. I was also able to take to go for holiday for around 1 week in South Africa with Fred and other people. And the major thing is that the healthcare products are very, very good, and they help people, they increase longevity. That is the lifespan of a person. They also people dealing with various challenges. And in my profession, I'm able to help people who are facing various challenges. And one of the things that it's also an opportunity that somebody can make an extra income. because when you're in the area of this life nowadays, you need to have a plan A and a plan B. It's also a very, very good side hustle. And one of the things, the most important thing is you need to be focused and be available for training, and also work with whoever brought into the business, because by them bringing the business, that means they know a little bit more than you do. So in a nutshell, that's a brief about myself, but everybody who is listening is welcome to the opportunity.
Okay, thank you so much, Lucy, for that just brief intro about your journey with Neolife. Lucy alinisumbua sana kabla join Neolife. In fact, she used to stay in Thika, and I would go there every Wednesday to talk to her. And being my elder sister, she would ask me 2 questions. Have you eaten? And do you have fare to go back home? I was still in my 20s, so I was a very young boy. So, and I would answer to the negative for both. She would give me food, and then she would give me fare. And ananiambia acha nifikirie hiyo maneno kwanza rudi nyumbani. So, but eventually she joined. And I remember one time when we went to South Africa with her, and she was given a check of $250. I was telling her that check is actually mine because of disturbing me before joining the business. And I always say that when you're a distributor, you don't give up too easy. The mark of success is not quitting. It's doing something over and over again, regardless of the results you're getting, planting the seeds. When the harvest comes, you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. So briefly, I just want to give some programs briefly before we get into a brief Q&A. If there's somebody who'd like to ask a question, then we can be able to assist them. But first off, the program for COVID. What should you give for COVID? COVID is something that is harassing so many people. And you find that many people who are dying because of COVID are dying because of opportunistic conditions. So what should you give? Number one is Provitality. You should actually give Provitality, or you can give 3NN. You can give Omega Salmon. You can give zinc, vitamin C, NutriShake. NutriShake will also do a very good job for you as far as COVID-19 is concerned, because it helps the body to produce antibodies, which actually fight the disease. And another product that is very, very important that you need to give is Herbal Respiratory. This is a product that many people are not giving for COVID, but you realize that most people who die from COVID die because of too much mucus that accumulates and solidifies in the lungs, and you pass away. So when you give Herbal Respiratory, it helps to expectorate that mucus. The other challenge that many people get with COVID is that they get challenges with pressure, blood pressure. So you need to give omega-3, you need to give lipotropic adjunct to actually ensure that, you protect that person. I remember there's a client of ours who is not a very skeptical guy, who was down with COVID, and the wife bought him zinc. And being a big guy in the police force, he was not very easy to deal with. But he took a tablet of zinc a day for 5 days, and the guy was back on his feet. So I can tell you that these products work, and they work wonders as far as COVID is concerned. Before I move to the next step, I don't know whether, Lucy, you have anything to add as far as COVID is concerned?
I think they can also use aloe vera plus.
Okay.
Aloe vera plus.
Oh, aloe vera plus.
Yeah, it can help them sleep, and it's also a stressing situation.
Oh, okay. Deal with the stress associated with the condition.
And make them sleep better.
Okay, fantastic. So there you have it. That is COVID. I'm going to move on to diabetes. I'll just cover 2 or 3 of the conditions that really I get many questions, people asking me for programs. What do you give for diabetes? And I also give 3NN. I give omega-3 salmon. I give CoQ10. Why CoQ10? CoQ10 enables the organs of the body to function well. That is your pancreas, your liver, your kidney, your heart, your mind, your reproductive organs. CoQ10 is an all-rounder, and especially for somebody with diabetes, where you want him to start producing insulin, then you need CoQ10, very, very important. Then the other two products that I give are fiber and zinc. Fiber helps to sieve 80% of sugar from blood, so it's a must in this program. Zinc, insulin is made of zinc, and 80% of insulin is zinc. So when you take the zinc in terms of our natural and organic zinc, then you're able to deal with that particular challenge. It actually helps your body to start digesting sugar the normal way. So zinc is very, very important. The last product there that I give for diabetes is actually Neolife Shake. Neolife Shake has fiber in it. It has lipotropic in it, so it helps to cut the bad fat. It has proteins in it. It helps the body to produce antibodies. But more importantly, it has fiber in it, so it also helps to control sugar in the body. And you find that most diabetics are really forced to avoid so many things that they are told, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat the other. So they end up having a very poor diet. So I don't know whether, Lucy, you have anything to add on diabetes?
And can also do Amiton for maybe if the person has excessive weight, tone the muscles. Amiton.
If somebody
if the
has,
person has got weight.
or if the person has excessive weight. Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. So that's the program for diabetes. Somebody may ask me, so which are the basic products?
Or thermogenic.
Or thermogenic.
Yeah.
Yeah, thermogenic, by the way, was replaced by Lucy, as Lucy is not aware, being in Germany. Now we have Neolife Tea. We have Neolife Tea. Which
Neolife
Tea. Neolife Tea, which is more fire for weight management. It's one of the most powerful products for weight management. And if you really want to lose weight fast, take Neolife Tea and you'll be amazed with the results. So that's diabetes for you. If you ask me, which are the basic products that one should actually be able to consume if he doesn't have a lot of money, then I will tell you, take TRIANN, take omega-3, take fiber, take zinc. Basic, those are very basic products for diabetes, and they are not expensive. Then you can add the others as you go along. But it's important to actually take those products. Okay, now moving on here, I'll talk about pressure, high blood pressure. What do you give for high blood pressure, low blood pressure? You find that the program is basically similar, and the products we recommend are similar. Of course, you start with TRIANN, you go with the omega salmon, you do CalMag. People forget to do CalMag for pressure. CalMag is so important because calcium relaxes the nerves. The magnesium, for you to do any kind of movement, you need calcium and magnesium in your body to actually help you do any movement. The magnesium strengthens the heart muscle so that the heart can be able to pump blood around the body. So calcium and magnesium is very, very important for people with high blood pressure. Omega-3 is important. Then another new product that we have is called lipotropic adjunct, lipotropic. Friends, I can tell you for a fact that if you prescribe to somebody the heart health program and you don't put lipotropic adjuncts, you're doing that person a major disfavor, if there's a word like that one. Because lipotropic is very rich with vitamin B nutrients. It also helps to get rid of the plaque that is in the body, the ile mafuta mzito ile block mishipa. And more importantly, it helps your heart to pump blood. And I can see Gladys Dura is on this call. And I remember one time Gladys had a challenge with palpitations. And if she's able to unmute, she can unmute and just share. And she used lipotropic. Gladys, are you able to unmute or you're in a matatu?
It's a challenge. Give me a minute.
Oh, yeah. It's a challenge.
Give me a minute.
Okay. Gladys was able to use lipotropic with exciting results, I can tell you. And that's when she shared her testimony.
Yeah,
That is what
I
made
can
me take
share.
that product very, very seriously.
I can share.
Yes, go for it.
I'm actually taking it even now
Yes.
because it is
Okay.
important. I'm actually, what I did, I don't eat badly.
Yes.
Usually I don't eat badly, but what happened is that I was eating a lot of nuts. You know, when we are in the office, we don't want to eat badly in the hotels, so I carry nuts a lot. So I ate a lot of nuts and I love eggs. Then I started getting palpitations and they were really bad. They really scared me.
Okay.
Actually, me, I thought I would go. I thought I was a recipe for going. So one day I was in a meeting.
Wow.
And we were being taught about the causes of what lipotropic does, the causes of heart issues. They talked about palpitations. And immediately after that lesson, I actually left that place, went to the counter, bought a lipotropic, took 2. In the evening, I took 2. That night, I never got palpitations, and I have never gotten them again, ever.
Wow.
So, and then I
Awesome.
said,
Awesome.
reading a lot. I read a lot about lipotropic. It's one of my best products. I'm actually on it right now. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Gladys. I can tell you, especially for those, vitamin B has a lot of benefits, but many people find vitamin B pricey on the high side. So the shortcut is lipotropic, because lipotropic is very rich in B12. It has 3 of the B group families. It has folic acid in it. So you can actually give somebody for nerves, and just like you'd give the other vitamin B complex, and it's not expensive. It's 2,000 and something. So these are products that you should actually make sure is part of the heart management program when you're giving somebody with a challenge of high blood pressure. And you yourself, you should actually take it. Don't wait until you fall sick. Remember, heart issues, the first symptom might be your last. Because when you get the first symptom, you might get into a stroke or get high blood pressure. But if you can be able to take it before you actually get the condition, then you'll actually be able to prevent yourself and live a long and healthier life. So going back to blood pressure, we've said threonine, omega salmon. We've talked about calcium. We've talked about lipotropic adjunct. Then you can add there vitamin E. Vitamin E is very good for blood circulation in the body, for strengthening the heart, and garlic. Garlic helps to thin blood so that blood can be able to flow in the body. So briefly, that's on BP. I don't know whether high BP. I don't know that Lucy, you have anything you'd like to add?
For high BP, they should also do moderate exercise.
Moderate, so like walking or that kind of thing.
Yeah, should moderate exercise and avoid eating too much salt in their food. If they can, should avoid nyama choma, red meat. Both of the cholesterol that are available in red meat.
By the way, guys, one thing that I just want to share with you is that red meat is poison, and especially when you're buying the Kenyan red meat, because our cows have too much, they have too much antibiotics in them. And that's why you cannot export milk to Europe from Kenya. You cannot export meat to Europe. The only thing they buy from us is the skin, and they make leather jackets and then they sell them to us at a very exorbitant price. Ask yourself, why are they not taking the rest of the stuff? It's because our cows have too much antibiotics. The only cow that doesn't have antibiotics ni ile wa Masai, ile ambayo imekula herbs kule hivyo kwa kichaka. So when you're eating meat, Dr. Fatma says 12 people should eat a quarter kilo. Yeah. And she goes ahead to say that if you take a quarter kilo of nyama choma, it's the same as somebody who has taken 64 cigarettes. Think about that.
Yeah.
In terms of the carbon you've gotten into your system when you're eating nyama choma. And what are the chances of getting cancer if that is your daily diet? So guys on the call, let's really be serious about our diet. I was one of the people that was really, I used to give my wife hell if there was no meat. But nowadays we made a switch. Instead of meat, we do avocado, and the kids love it. In fact, my kids don't like meat. They say it chokes them. So it's like we become vegetarians. We don't miss it, you know. So, but this is a journey that you need to look at. Remember, meat does not digest, it rots in your body. Takes more than 9 hours to get out of the system. And you find that if you're eating meat, we were not really created to eat meat. Try as much as possible to go for fish and chicken and not broiler. Broiler, you're asking for trouble. Seeds, fibroids, and the like. So, okay, so in the interest of time, I just want to finish off with the fertility program for both men and women, and then we can open up for just yes, a few Q&As if there's anybody with any burning question. So there is a fertility for men. What do you give for men? We have TNN, we have zinc, we have omega-3 salmon. Now, for men, the way it works, by the way, you need also masculine herbal complex and vitamin E. So how does this program work? Why should you get omega-3 oils? Omega-3 helps to increase the sperm count. Zinc helps to strengthen the sperms so that they can be able to fertilize the egg. Vitamin E normalizes the reproductive system so that the body can function the way it's supposed to be. There's a gentleman been struggling to get a child, and he was found that he had 0 sperms, 0. And you need a few million to get a fertilization. I forget how many million. Lucy, how many do you need to get one fertilization in terms of sperms?
I think it's more than 5.
Is it 4 million?
More than 5 million.
It's definitely more than 4 million. More than 5 million that you need to get just one kid.
Yeah.
So this guy had 0. So you see, for somebody like that, the only way is vitamin E. Vitamin E or wheat germ oil normalizes the reproductive system. It makes your reproductive system normal. That's why it's part of that program. Masculine herbal boosts the libido, and it ensures that your prostate is soft and not swollen. It also balances out the hormones for men. And I also realized men have hormonal imbalance. I came to learn recently, and men do get breast cancer, you know, because of hormonal imbalance. And masculine herbal will actually help you to sort that one. So that's a program for men, fertility program, TNN, zinc, masculine, omega salmon, vitamin E. That is a basic program for men. Of course, remember you can add other things like CoQ10, NutriShake and the like, but that's a basic program for men. The last program I just want to mention is the women's program for fertility. Women's program is TNN. We have feminine herbal complex. We have zinc. We have calcium, magnesium. We have omega salmon. We have vitamin E. Now, I've had a very, I can point at more than, actually quite a number of people, couples that have helped during my period in Neolife, who were unable to get kids and they end up getting children. I remember one couple were being told they had a weak uterus, and for some reason they would get a kid and then they miscarry. And I told them about these products. They couldn't afford much. They only bought calcium and omega-3. And today they have 3 kids and they've given birth to them normally. So in fact, when I meet the guy in town, he starts hugging me and it becomes very embarrassing. He tells everybody around, this guy, why it's not for him, I would not be having children. It can be a bit embarrassing when a man is saying you're responsible for his kids and it's in town. So, but that's the power of the products. This is a fantastic program. I've given it to a lady who had a kid who had breached, and they used it and they were able to get a normal delivery without CS. So this is a women program, and it's a fantastic product. I don't know that Lucy, you'd like to say anything about either the women's fertility or men's fertility products?
It's when a couple is trying to have a baby or children, for that matter, usually have a lot of stress. So if they can have a bit of zinc or a bit of aloe vera together with the zinc, the better. So that it can balance the hormones, because stress affects the hormones of the man, also the hormones of the woman. So it can help us, because they always have zinc, they can add aloe vera plus just to take, to relax and sleep well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So there you have it. I don't know that we have any question. I can see we are just about to wind up. But is there anybody with a burning question?
Yes, Fred.
Yes.
Cancer is really becoming an issue. We all know that. We have family members who have cancer. We have friends who have cancer. Could you please tackle a bit on the cancer program?
Okay. Cancer, the key product that we give for cancer is phytodefense. And for me, what I normally do, I give TNN, I give carotenoid complex. And when I give carotenoid, I give a higher dose, 9 tablets and above. And this I got from Dr. Fatma. She said that for you to get any therapeutic benefit from supplements, you have to be taking double the normal dose that a normal person is taking. So what is written on the container, you should prescribe double. So if TNN is 3, then they should be taking a minimum of 6, yeah, if they have a condition. If omega-3 is 3, they should be taking 6. So carotenoid is 3, so minimum should be 6, yeah, per day. Then you give cruciferous plus, very important, especially for hormonal cancers. You give also flavonoid complex that will actually help with that. You also give Neolife Shake or NutriShake. Remember, Neolife Shake helps the body to produce antibodies, which can actually be able to fight disease. Then the other products that you'd actually look at are the antioxidants that you have in your life. And most of them are wrapped up in Daily Vitality Pack. It has quite a number of antioxidants. You have your vitamin C, you have your vitamin E, you have your multimineral. There's Formula 4 in there. There's B complex as well. So that is what I would say about cancer. I don't know that Lucy can maybe add something there on cancer.
Now, with cancer is very interesting, because there are so many various causes of cancer, but they need to have a total lifestyle change. They should be eating a plant-based diet. Plant-based diet means they eradicate all these unnatural proteins that you're eating, as the milk and all those things. They eat a plant-based diet. They do a lot of exercise, because exercise is very important in the healing of cancer. And also, they also need to think of their water sources. They need to know how they can maybe use a water filter or something to remove the impurities from the water, because even water has got carcinogenic things inside it. It should be a total lifestyle change for a person who has cancer, so they can be able to heal properly for quite a while, even with the supplements.
Okay,
even and they can also take supplements together with the hospital, the whatever they're doing in hospital. It's so good to be really helpful. And aloe vera plus also. Aloe has been known to treat cancer.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, aloe vera is very, very important for them to take.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So there you have it. A plant-based diet will do the trick for you, even on top of the supplements that you're taking. And exercise.
Yeah.
Any last question before we wrap up?
Fred,
okay. Yes, Celine.
What causes ovarian cysts and what products can one take?
Ovarian cysts caused by hormonal imbalances.
Okay.
Hormonal imbalances of the women. Feminine herbal, and that also there's that program of fertility they can also use when they have ovarian cysts.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a hormonal imbalance issue. Yeah.
Okay. Any last question? Burning one that can't wait?
Yes, Fred, thank you. I want to ask if somebody has both diabetes and high blood pressure. do that person start taking
Yes.
one dose for diabetes, then for high blood pressure, or what can that person take for the combination so that they can get a result quickly?
What you do is that, pardon?
Goita.
Goita.
Mm.
You're talking about goiter?
I'm asking also.
Okay, so you're asking about goiter. Okay, fine. Let me start with the one for high blood pressure. Basically, you do a blend of the two programs for high BP and also for diabetes. And what I would do is that I would give TRNN, I would give omega-3, I would give CoQ10. CoQ10 will cover for both pressure and diabetes, because it helps the heart to function properly, and it also helps the body to produce insulin. For diabetes, you must give zinc and you must give fiber. So that one has to be there. When you come to BP, we say TRNN omega-3 CalMag, lipotropic. So you can actually take TRNN and omega-3 that covers it in both programs. You add CalMag and lipotropic. Then on this other side, you put fiber and zinc. And then you can add CoQ10. So I would blend the program that way. You don't need to take one and then take the other. You take them both concurrently. The body will be able to actually sort itself out.
Thank you, Fred.
What would one
Okay.
take for acute acidity or heartburn?
Okay. Acute acidity, go for TRNN, omega-3, go for aloe vera plus.
And zinc.
Aloe vera plus and zinc and fiber. Aloe vera plus and zinc will actually sort you out.
Yeah.
Zinc will also help so that if there are any wounds that are developing, you are able to actually heal them before they become a problem. If there are any ulcers which are developing,
you can also add
that
garlic.
program will actually be able to sort you out.
You can also add garlic. Maybe there are some parasites. Garlic.
Yes.
Gallic-Kalium complex.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gallic-Kalium.
By the way, that's a very good point, because especially for people with H. pylori, then you find that garlic becomes very, very instrumental for that. Yeah. Okay, so guys,
Fred,
it was wonderful. Yes, Celine?
Can one take botanical balance for diabetes?
Oh yeah, yes, it's very, very important.
Oh, you've reminded me. I think I forgot. Ooh, it's a new product. Sorry, guys. It's a new product. I'm still getting used to it. And this month you have a chance to win a free botanical balance. If you're a manager, senior manager, if you become a manager, senior manager, you can get a free botanical balance. That's a new product that Neolife has come up with. Thanks, Celine, for that reminder. It should be part of the diabetes program. Sorry, I had not put it because it's very new I think I need to get myself up to speed on it. But it's a very important part of the diabetes program. Thanks, Celine, for that. Okay, so guys, it's been wonderful talking to you. I think we've all gotten value from this particular session, and I intend to be doing these sessions on Sundays. I'll be sending you a link and just sharing where we can share about health. We can share about various things about Neolife. I've been in Neolife for more than 20 years and have a wealth of experience in these products. And I feel it's good for me to pass that knowledge to the new people, especially the new distributors on the call, so that they can also, so I can leave a legacy. So I just want to encourage you. Next Sunday we'll be back. We'll be talking about a different topic, but it may be health related. It could be about Supergrow. We will see, but it will definitely be about Neolife and the wonderful Neolife products. And I mean, I never finish without saying, if you're a guest on the call, it is better to buy products for yourself rather than buying from the person who invited you.
I wanted to add something.
The only thing you need to do is...
Fred, I wanted to add something. I think it would be important. Anybody who has high blood pressure to be taking botanicals.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm saying, I think it's important for anybody with high blood pressure to be taking botanical because...
To be taking?
botanical balance, because you never know when one converse with the other one. So if they can buy
Oh,
botanical
yes.
together with the
That's, by
program,
that's a very important point.
and they also avoid things that have sugar, and they eat natural diet that doesn't have not about sugar. Natural foods.
Botanical balance
Yeah, yeah.
to avoid developing diabetes.
Yeah, to help the body absorb the
I
sugar.
remember
That
Medic was calling. Okay.
Huh?
I remember Medic
Yeah.
was saying that diabetes and high blood pressure are the two sisters. They are two sisters because they pull each other. You get one, it pulls them. So that means that if you have high blood pressure, take botanical balance so that you prevent yourself from getting diabetes as well. I think that's a very important point right there that you can share with your customers so that they can prevent themselves from getting complications.
Yeah.
So I was actually just concluding and saying thank you guys for coming on the call. If you have any other questions, talk to your sponsor, talk to the person who invited you, ask them how can I join Neolife. Joining Neolife is not expensive. It will cost you less than 10,000 shillings and you become a distributor and you start buying for yourself and building a wonderful, wonderful business. So it was a pleasure talking to you guys. Have a good night. God bless you all. And the month is not yet over. We say it's not over until it is over. Let's go out. Let us put our best foot forward. The next 3 days will make a very big difference in your business. Don't give up. I always like saying in your life, it's not over until it is over. So let's go out and do business. Let us touch people's lives. Let us make sure we pass this information on to other people so that they can also benefit from this knowledge that you've gotten from this call. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much. God bless you and have a good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.